Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. From the title you can see that the focus today is going to be all about advice for those that are trying to get into makeup, beginners, or just in general. I feel like I'd give this advice to anyone. But yeah, I'm going to be talking through some things that I've learned during my years of wearing makeup and really to help you guys out because we're all indoors right now, so when we get let out into the wild and the outdoors again, we want to be looking our best. So right now is the best time to practice and perfect. Makeup right now can be very overwhelming because there's so many options, there's so many products. Back when I first started, there was literally like 3 shades for foundations. So right now you're really at an advantage because there's so much more to try out and stuff. But at the same time, it's really like, where do I even start? So I'm gonna make it easier for you guys. We all have to start somewhere when we're doing our makeup and like trying it out for the first time. Don't expect your makeup to be perfect and like look amazing, like cut crease and everything. Like, we're not gonna be good first time. We just need to practice. Like everything in life, we need to practice and then it'll be perfect or how we want it to be. First tip I would say is never ever ever when you're starting off, buy makeup full price. Even now, I try not to buy makeup full price because there's always a discount code, there's always a sale coming, there's always an offer. If you can't find a discount code, so many influencers have like their own codes and own versions of codes for like % off. So try not to buy full price because really it will be on sale soon, like most things. So save some coin, and you might not even like the product because you're trying things out for the first time. So try not to buy full price and try not to fall into like the hype trends or like trying majority of stuff. As I said in previous videos, know what you want, have a clear kind of rough idea of what you want to do, and don't buy something like, I wouldn't buy a green eyeshadow palette or like, I don't even know, a purple, because I just don't like purple. If it's a trend, I still wouldn't buy it because I know that I won't wear it. So kind of be clear on what you want to do with your makeup. And then second tip, I would say try as much as you can to buy from the drugstore. Drugstore now is so good. Back then, literally, it was so shambolic. But now the drugstore brands and like the affordable brands are really pulling through, and there's quality. There is quality there. Like sometimes the drugstore outweighs or is way better than the high end. So there's plenty of options to look there first. Of course, I have like my high-end favorites that like are just the best of the best that I just can't live without, but the drugstore honestly sometimes matches it. And it's very surprising because it's literally like 5% of a full price high-end product, so you're really saving the money. And as you can see from like my drugstore previous videos, the looks can be flawless, they can be so effortless and look amazing. So if you want some inspo for some drugstore brands or like makeup, I've got plenty of drugstore tutorials up, so check those out. My third tip, and something I had to learn like the hard way, is always try to do your makeup in daylight, natural daylight, in front of a window. Till this day, that's how I do my makeup. I only really use artificial lighting if it's like I'm going out at night and like you really can't see my makeup that well. But daylight and in front of a window is the best way that you will get the best results for when you're outside, you're not looking crazy or anything like that. So always do your makeup in front of a window. The next tip is, you know me, I love me a natural look, but of course natural looks aren't for everyone. Back when I started my makeup, the first few times, it was definitely not natural. I was really doing like full face, blue eyeshadow, going to school with my eyebrows done. I would say experiment, but start slowly. Don't try and do like a cut crease, smoky eye, because I can't even do that right now. Try and perfect things in stages. I would say like try and perfect your base first, then try and move on to your eyebrows, and then like contour, and then like start introducing smoky eyes and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's very funny to look back on your old makeup ways and how you used to think that you looked fire, going to school with full confidence, with your eyebrows looking like I don't even know what. It's very funny, but many people just want to perfect it. So I think to avoid like the trial and error, there's certainly ways to do that, and that's like starting slowly and really perfecting things as you go. But as I said, it won't be perfect the first time. You really have to be patient with yourself, and eventually you will get there. I think that moves on to my next point very nicely, and it is don't go too deep, too early, and too quickly. I'll explain what that means. What I'm trying to say is basically don't create a dependency on makeup too early, because it is going to be very, very hard for you to let go of that when you're older. It will feel like a trap and you feel like you can't do certain things without depending on this. And that's not really a healthy mindset or a way to live. It should be all about like expressing and like making yourself feel better, but also knowing that you can be without this product. So as I said, do things slowly introduce yourself into makeup, but also take breaks between makeup and like realize that this is what I look like and I'm okay with it. I love myself, I love my face, love my skin, everything like that. So I feel like a lot of people struggle with not wearing makeup because they started really early or they went full on, full steam ahead, 0 to 100. So yeah, to avoid that, and like it is really a psychological thing even now with like filters, Instagram, seeing what everyone looks like or what they want you to think that they look like 24/7. It's very difficult to be like, this is what I look like 24/7, this is me every day. It feels like you have to wear makeup all the time, look prepped, but honestly you don't. Makeup's just like an additional thing. So always keep that in mind when you're trying out makeup for the first time. Again, that leads on to my next point very nicely, which is appreciate yourself, appreciate what you have. And I feel like, you know, when people say people sometimes start telling lies and they start to believe their own lies, if you really aren't confident in yourself, I feel like you can apply that positively and like just look in the mirror and just tell yourself, like, even if you don't 100% believe it, just look in the mirror and tell yourself and look at yourself and be like, I love my eyebrows. Even if it's something you absolutely do not like about yourself, just be like, I love my eyebrows, I love my eyes, I love my teeth, I love my smile. And eventually the more you say it, and like say this every day, the more you say it, the more you will start to believe it and the more you'll see it. And it will just make the whole experience and your self-confidence boost and just make you feel better in general. So I feel like that's a great tip. Always wear your SPF as well. That is something I wish I realized earlier on, even though I'm still young. But I feel like the younger you start wearing SPF, the better it is. So I'll list like my favorite moisturizers, my favorite SPFs here on screen for you, so you can get into this as quick as possible. I think another one, this is quite a niche one. If you wear eyeliner, and eyeliner is like such a tricky thing when you're starting off, like sometimes it just goes and it does its own thing. Something that a lot of brands are bringing out is an eyeliner stamp, which basically, I've actually got one, but I don't know where it is. It's basically literally a stamp and it's like a triangle. And then it's got a pen on the other side, so you can stamp it and it does the triangle and all you have to do is literally connect it. I think that's a genius invention and it saves so much time. Even those that are like pros at eyeliner, I feel like that's still something that they use. So there's no shame in the game, man. It's just literally the quickest thing you can do. And yeah, that's a great tip. And then you can maybe start practicing and start doing eyeliners on your own if you can, but that is like a great hack. And then final tip is a tip that can apply to everyone, and I know so many people that don't do this and it stresses me out every single day. And it is wash your makeup off properly at a young age or when you're starting off. You really underestimate how much makeup still stays in your skin when you do not wash it off, and then that's how you get blemishes, that's how your skin starts looking old. And like, it's honestly stressful and people don't take it off properly, and sometimes they even sleep in it, and I'm like, your skin, baby girl, your skin is screaming right now. Take it off. The wipes aren't enough. Ditch the wipes. No one uses wipes anymore. Like, throw them in the bin. You need to take it off properly. You need to invest in an oil cleanser first, melt all that makeup off, and then go in with a foam cleanser or like a cream cleanser, or I don't even know, whatever cleanser suits your skin best. Use an oil cleanser first to melt all your makeup off, and then go in with another cleanser, because your makeup wipe is not doing enough. You aren't taking off all your eye makeup, and your eye makeup is one of the hardest things to take off. Even those that are pros, like in your lash line, it's so hard to take off, and only an oil and an eye makeup remover can do that. So buy one. So yeah, I think that's all my tips for today, and I hope this has helped you guys out. I hope this has brought some insight into the makeup world. I've done a few practicals on like my Look Natural series if you want to check that out. That's very beginner friendly. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave you and love you right now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.